Eggs can become poison if you eat them the wrong way. Have you been avoiding eggs because of cholesterol fears? Have you ever been warned by a doctor, a friend, or even family that eating too many eggs could clog your arteries and cause heart disease? If your answer is yes, you're not alone. For decades, eggs have been labeled as the enemy of the heart, a seemingly harmless breakfast food that caused fear in many. As a result, countless seniors have cut back or completely eliminated eggs from their diet, all because of that fear. But what if I told you what you've believed about eggs and heart disease might actually be wrong? Yes, you heard that right. Recent studies from top universities and leading heart health organizations in the US are painting a completely different picture about the connection between eggs and cardiovascular disease. And this new truth is not just surprising, it might change the way you eat and care for your heart for the rest of your life. In today's video, we're going to uncover the shocking but true facts about eggs, a food that seems so familiar, yet many of us have misunderstood for far too long. Do eggs really raise bad cholesterol? If you already have high cholesterol or heart disease, should you eat eggs at all? And most importantly, how many eggs should older adults eat per week to support brain health without harming the heart? We're not here to give you vague advice. Everything we share is based on the latest medical research, combined with expert insights from American cardiologists and senior nutritionists, all explained in simple, clear, and senior-friendly language. If you care about your heart health, or if you've ever felt confused about whether eggs are still safe for you, hit the like button and share this video with someone you love. Because just one fact in today's video might help you or a family member break free from a long-standing mistake that's been hurting your health. And if you're living with high cholesterol, managing heart disease, or simply want to live longer and stronger after 60, then this video is truly for you. Stay with us till the end, because one small misunderstanding about eggs could be keeping you from one of the most powerful superfoods your aging body actually needs. Now, let's begin the journey to uncover the truth behind eggs and your heart. Why were eggs once blamed for heart disease? It's no surprise that many older adults are afraid to eat eggs. This fear isn't just a rumor passed around. For decades, eggs were officially considered harmful to heart health by respected medical organizations. Let's go back to the 1960s, 1980s, when cardiovascular science was still in its early stages. Researchers began noticing a link between high blood cholesterol levels and an increased risk of heart disease, including atherosclerosis, heart attacks, and strokes. From there, a logical assumption followed. If high blood cholesterol causes heart disease, then eating high cholesterol foods must raise your risk. And the egg, especially the yolk, was put on the nutritional blacklist because it contains a relatively high amount of cholesterol. One average egg has about 180 to 200 milligrams of cholesterol, nearly the entire daily recommended limit at the time. As a result, U.S. dietary guidelines classified eggs as a food to avoid, especially for those with high cholesterol, heart disease, or older age. This message was repeated across books, TV shows, and public health campaigns. The result? Millions of Americans, especially seniors, gave up eggs entirely, replacing them with cereals, white bread, or low-fat products that were often loaded with sugar and refined carbs. But here's the question few people asked at the time. Does cholesterol from food really raise cholesterol in your blood? And more importantly, are all types of cholesterol equally dangerous? Unfortunately, back then, scientists didn't yet have the tools to differentiate between HDL, the good cholesterol, and LDL, the bad cholesterol. They didn't fully understand how the body processes fat, or that the human body can actually adjust its own cholesterol production depending on what we eat. Due to this lack of data, an early assumption became a nationwide rule that shaped health behavior for decades. As a result, an entire generation grew up fearing eggs and natural fats, yet unknowingly consumed far too much sugar and refined starches, which we now know are real culprits behind heart disease. If this is the first time you're hearing this, or if this video is helping you see nutrition in a more informed and balanced way, hit that subscribe button so we can continue sharing clear, practical, and up-to-date medical insights. Made specifically for older adults in the US. Here's the truth. Not all cholesterol is bad. And dietary cholesterol doesn't automatically raise the bad kind in your blood. The story is far more complex than we were once told. Sadly, many seniors still hold on to outdated beliefs that stemmed from science that is no longer accurate. The good news? Over the past 2 decades, science has advanced tremendously. Numerous long-term, high-quality studies have shown that eating eggs in moderation does not increase heart disease risk in healthy individuals. In fact, for some people, eggs may even raise HDL, good cholesterol, which helps protect the heart. We'll dive deeper into these studies in the next section. But for now, remember this. Eggs are not your heart's enemy. The real threat may not be in the yolk, but in something you've never thought to question. Eggs and cholesterol. The scientific truth. Most people still misunderstand. If you've ever worried that eating eggs might raise your cholesterol, you're not wrong, but you're not entirely right either. The relationship between eggs, cholesterol, and heart health is far more complex than the oversimplified warnings we've heard for decades. First, let's be clear about one thing. Cholesterol isn't the bad guy people once believed it to be. Cholesterol is a type of fat that plays a vital role in the body. It helps form cell membranes, serves as a building block for hormones, vitamin D, and many other essential compounds. Without cholesterol, human life would be impossible. In the bloodstream, cholesterol exists in 2 main forms. HDL, high-density lipoprotein, often called the good cholesterol. LDL, low-density lipoprotein, considered bad only when present in high amounts and oxidized. Your body produces about 75 to 80% of your total cholesterol, mainly in the liver. Only 20 to 25% comes from food, including eggs. This means diet plays only a partial role in blood cholesterol levels, and more importantly, not everyone reacts the same way to eating eggs. Here's what modern research has found. Around 70% of people show little to no change in blood cholesterol after eating eggs. About 30% may see a slight increase in LDL. But HDL, good cholesterol, also rises, balancing the effect and not increasing overall heart disease risk. Some individuals may even experience a shift in their LDL particles, making them larger and less harmful, after regularly consuming eggs. Even more reassuring, eggs do not raise triglyceride levels, a type of fat closely linked to heart disease risk. Nor do eggs cause inflammation in the lining of blood vessels, a key trigger for atherosclerosis. A major Harvard study tracking over 120,000 people for more than 20 years found no increased risk of heart disease in healthy individuals who consumed 1 to 7 eggs per week. In fact, studies from Japan, where eggs are a dietary staple, have shown very low rates of heart disease among older adults who eat them regularly. So why do so many people still think eating eggs is dangerous? Because most people don't eat eggs alone. They eat them with bacon, sausage, white toast, hash browns, or cook them in unhealthy oils. That's where the real problem lies. The issue isn't the egg itself. It's how you prepare it, what you eat it with, and how it fits into your overall lifestyle. For older adults, understanding this is especially important. If you avoid eggs out of fear of cholesterol, you may also be missing out on a powerhouse of nutrients, including choline, essential for memory and cognitive health, lutein and zeaxanthin, antioxidants that protect your eyes from age-related degeneration, high-quality protein to help preserve muscle mass and fight aging, vitamin D, B12, and selenium, which support bone strength, nerve health, and immunity. As you can see, eggs aren't harmful to your heart when eaten correctly. They may actually support a stronger heart, a sharper brain, and a more active body as you age. All it takes is a smart approach to how you eat them. In the next section, we'll explore how many eggs seniors should eat each week, the healthiest ways to prepare them, and the most common mistakes to avoid when cooking eggs, to ensure they're a blessing, not a burden, to your heart health. How to eat eggs. After 60, the Heart Healthy Guide for Seniors. Knowing that eggs aren't harmful if eaten correctly is one thing, but knowing how to eat them the right way, especially after age 60, is where it truly matters. First, it's important to remember, everyone's body is different, so there's no one-size-fits-all rule. However, top cardiologists and nutrition experts in the US have shared science-backed, flexible recommendations to help older adults enjoy eggs safely and wisely. How many eggs per week is safe? If you're healthy, with no heart disease and no genetic high cholesterol, you can safely eat 1 egg per day, or up to 7 eggs per week. If you have high cholesterol or a history of heart disease, aim for 3 to 5 whole eggs per week, and you can add extra egg whites for more protein without the cholesterol. Note: cholesterol is found only in the yolk. Egg whites contain no cholesterol and are rich in pure high-quality protein, great for muscles and immune support. When is the best time to eat eggs? Breakfast or lunch is ideal. Your body has the rest of the day to digest and absorb nutrients effectively. Avoid eating eggs late at night, especially if you have a sensitive stomach or experience bloating. How to cook eggs without harming your heart. This is one of the most critical aspects. Many people unintentionally turn a healthy egg into a bad fat bomb just by cooking it the wrong way. Recommended cooking methods: boiled, poached, or lightly steamed. Pan cooked on a non-stick surface with little or no oil. Paired with vegetables like spinach, tomatoes, onions, mushrooms. Served with whole grain bread, oats, or leafy greens. Avoid deep frying, especially in reused oils or animal fat. Eating eggs with bacon, sausage, or salted butter. These are the true cholesterol offenders. Over-frying or overcooking yolks. This can destroy valuable nutrients. Keep it varied. Not every day, not the same way. Don't eat eggs 7 days a week. in the exact same form. Try 2 consecutive days, take a break, then resume. Rotate between chicken eggs, duck eggs, quail eggs. They offer a variety of nutrients. And if possible, choose organic or pasture-raised eggs, which tend to have higher natural omega-3s, better for heart health. Who should be extra cautious? While eggs are beneficial for most, certain people should consult their doctor before making eggs a regular part of their diet. Those with familial hypercholesterolemia, inherited high cholesterol, those on blood thinners or special metabolic medications, those with a history of egg protein allergies, rare but possible. The most important tip: listen to your body. If you eat eggs and feel satisfied, energized, and mentally sharp, that's a good sign. If you experience bloating, discomfort, or digestive issues, reconsider your preparation methods or seek expert advice. Eggs are simple and affordable, but when used right, they can become a golden natural medicine for heart health, brain clarity, and joint support, especially in your golden years. Dangerous myths about eggs and heart disease. Many seniors still believe them. In life, there are things we believe for years, only to later find out they weren't true. And when it comes to health, these long-held but false beliefs can prevent us from making the best choices for our bodies. Eggs, a simple, familiar food, have been the target of many such myths. Below are 5 of the most common misconceptions about eggs and heart disease that older adults should stop believing for a healthier, happier life. Myth number 1. Eating eggs clogs your arteries. Sound familiar? It's a widely shared idea. But here's the truth. Eating eggs, especially if not paired with processed or fried foods, does not clog your arteries. Artery blockage occurs due to oxidized LDL cholesterol, inflammation of artery walls, and a sedentary lifestyle. Eggs do not cause those issues unless you're eating them with sausage, salty butter, or reused cooking oils. Myth number 2. Eggs raise cholesterol and cause heart disease. Yes, eggs contain cholesterol. That's true. But as we explained earlier, dietary cholesterol does not significantly impact blood cholesterol for most people. Your liver has a natural balancing system. When you eat more cholesterol, it produces less internally. This is one of the body's smartest self-regulating functions, and it works for most healthy adults. Myth number 3. Older adults should completely avoid eggs. In fact, seniors may benefit more than anyone from nutrients found in eggs, like choline for memory and cognitive function, vitamin D for bone health, high-quality protein to preserve muscle mass and fight aging. Eliminating eggs out of fear of cholesterol often leads to nutrient-poor meals. Sometimes, avoiding food out of fear does more harm than eating wisely. Myth number 4. Egg whites are healthy, yolks are harmful. It's true, egg whites are rich in protein, but the yolk holds most of the egg's valuable nutrients, including choline, lutein, vitamins A, D, E, B12, iron, zinc, and selenium. Skipping the yolk, you're missing more than half the value of the egg. Myth number 5. If you have heart problems, you should stay far away from eggs. Here's the fact. Eggs do not increase your risk of heart attack or stroke if consumed in the right amount and cooked the right way. Studies in the US, Japan, and Australia found that eating 3 to 5 eggs per week does not increase heart disease risk, even in people with a history of cardiovascular problems. You see, what you believed for 10 or even 20 years may only be part of the truth. But when you open your mind to updated knowledge, you're giving your body a fresh opportunity to heal, to thrive, and to live with peace of mind. If this information was helpful to you, please hit the like button and leave a comment below. Many seniors are still living in unnecessary fear of food, simply because no one has ever explained things to them like this. Share this video to help them discover the truth and start eating with confidence again. Major studies confirm eggs do not harm heart health. In recent years, the global medical community has made a major shift in how it views eggs. Gone are the days of harsh warnings and strict avoidance. Today, numerous large-scale, long-term studies have revealed something surprising. Eating eggs, in moderation, does not increase the risk of heart disease in older adults. Let's take a look at some of the most influential studies that have helped reshape public perception and restore confidence in this humble food. 1. Harvard School of Public Health Study. This long-term study tracked over 120,000 people for nearly 30 years. The conclusion? Consuming 1 to 7 eggs per week does not increase the risk of heart disease or stroke in healthy adults. Even more importantly, when researchers adjusted for factors like smoking, obesity, and lack of exercise, the link between eggs and heart disease essentially disappeared. 2. Framingham Heart Study, USA. One of the most respected cardiovascular studies in American history, this research began in 1948 and continues today. Its findings? There was no increase in heart disease risk among individuals who ate 1 egg daily, even among those with high cholesterol. 3. China Study, 2018, published in BMJ. This study followed over 500,000 Chinese adults for more than 9 years. The results were remarkable. People who ate 1 egg per day had a lower risk of heart disease and stroke than those who rarely ate eggs. This suggests that, when part of a healthy diet, eggs may actually protect heart health. 4. Meta-analysis, American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. Researchers combined data from over 20 separate studies involving hundreds of thousands of people. The summary? There is no convincing evidence that daily egg consumption increases the risk of cardiovascular disease in the general population. In fact, in some groups, eggs were shown to increase HDL, good cholesterol, and improve the LDL to HDL ratio, potentially reducing atherosclerosis risk. 5. American Heart Association, AHA, Official Statement 2019. In a major policy update, the AHA stated, "Healthy adults can safely eat 1 egg per day as part of a heart-healthy diet." And specifically for older adults, the AHA highlighted, eggs are a highly absorbable, nutrient-rich food that fits well into the dietary needs of aging adults, when prepared appropriately. You see, science has come a long way. And sometimes what we believed for 20 or 30 years deserves a second look. Through the lens of updated research, an open mind, and a renewed respect for our own bodies. So if you stopped eating eggs because of outdated fears, maybe today is the day to rethink that decision. Not to eat more, but to eat smarter. Not to fear food, but to choose it with clarity, care, and confidence. In the next section, we'll share with you a simple, delicious, heart-friendly breakfast recipe with eggs, crafted especially for adults over 60. It's cholesterol smart, easy to make, and nourishing for both the body and the heart. Stay tuned. A heart-healthy egg breakfast for adults over 60. Now that you know eggs aren't the enemy of your heart, the next question is, how should you eat them right? How do you build a delicious, heart-friendly breakfast that won't raise cholesterol, yet still gives you the energy to start your day strong? The answer lies in a simple, easy-to-make meal, designed with science in mind, especially for older adults. Below is a dietitian-approved breakfast recipe, widely used in senior wellness centers across California. It follows 5 essential principles: low sugar, low refined carbs, high fiber, high quality protein, heart-smart fats. Recipe: soft poached egg with greens and whole oats. Ingredients: 1 organic or free-range egg, ½ cup cooked whole rolled oats, 1 handful of steamed spinach or kale, extra virgin olive oil, 1/4 avocado sliced, only if not genetically prone to high cholesterol, a few slices of cherry tomato or fresh cucumber, fresh ground black pepper, and optionally a pinch of Himalayan pink salt. How to prepare. 1. Egg. Bring water to a boil, turn off the heat, then add the egg and let it sit for 6 to 7 minutes. This gentle poaching keeps the yolk soft, not raw but not overcooked, preserving nutrients without needing oil. 2. Greens. Lightly steam the spinach or kale for 2-3 minutes until just wilted to retain their color and nutrients. 3. Oats. Cook the oats with water or unsweetened plant-based milk, like almond or walnut milk. Avoid adding any refined sugar. 4. Plate it all. Spoon the oats onto your plate. Top with steamed greens and the poached egg. Drizzle with olive oil. Add avocado slices, if appropriate, cherry tomatoes, and a light sprinkle of pepper. Serve warm and fresh. Why this breakfast supports heart and aging. Health. Soft-boiled egg retains protein and choline without adding bad fats. Oats are rich in soluble fiber, which lowers LDL, bad cholesterol, and aids digestion. Leafy greens and tomatoes are packed with antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds that protect blood vessels. Olive oil contains heart-friendly monounsaturated fats. Avocado, in moderation, provides healthy fat and helps absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K. No added sugar, low sodium, no industrial fats, all of which help stabilize blood pressure and reduce bloating more than just breakfast. It's a daily act of self-care. You don't need to live in fear or restrict yourself with harsh rules. You just need to know what works best for your body at this stage of life, and do it consistently, gently, and joyfully. And if you're worried about forgetting the steps, write it down, stick it on your fridge. Better yet, share this video with someone you love so you can both enjoy better health through the smallest of daily choices. Because sometimes a single egg can be the beginning of a stronger heart, sharper mind, and brighter day. A message from the heart. When it comes to health, especially after 60, there's one truth we must hold on to. Your body doesn't need extremes. It needs understanding. There's no such thing as a food that's entirely good or entirely bad. What matters most is how we use it, wisely or carelessly, in a way that suits our body or doesn't. Eggs are not the enemy of your heart. The fear surrounding eggs, for decades, was born from a time when science lacked sufficient evidence and assumptions filled the gaps. But today, now that you know the truth, you're also freeing yourself from an outdated belief that no longer serves you. You don't have to cut eggs out of your life. In fact, just one properly cooked egg each morning can give your body essential nutrients to support your heart, sharpen your memory, and uplift your spirit. And if you're someone living with anxiety about aging, illness, or being told to avoid too many foods, remember this. Health doesn't come from fear, it comes from knowledge. It comes from when you understand your body, you don't need to follow extreme restrictions. When you eat with peace of mind, your body responds with strength and resilience. And when you care for yourself with science-backed choices, you're living with purpose, confidence, and dignity at any age. If this video helped shift your perspective on eggs, or simply brought peace to your morning routine, please hit like and subscribe. It fuels us to keep creating more practical, science-based, and inspiring content just for you. Because we're not just here to share information, we're here to walk beside you on this journey of living well, living joyfully, and living in peace after 60 and beyond. Thank you for staying with us until the very end. We look forward to seeing you again in the next video, where we'll continue uncovering common myths and reclaiming what's best for your body and your soul. Wishing you a peaceful day and a strong, vibrant life.